Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
And together we are K&K Crochet. Welcome back to the channel. Um, I want to say thank you first to everyone who showed up for the live that we did this weekend. We got kicked out. That's what happens with the internet sometimes, right? So we were almost ready to leave anyway, but still, I hate to leave like that and not be able to say goodbye. So a couple things today. I have Happy Mail, and somebody was listening somewhere and heard that it's my birthday this month. And so Susan Wallace sent me this, and it was all folded up nice and wrapped together with these little snaps. And when you open it up, it's a little bee bag. Isn't that cute? I love that. And this reminds me of when I was growing up, my mom curled her hair all the time with curlers, and slept in them. And so when it rained, she did not want to get her hair wet. So I'm going to date myself a little bit, but back in the day, those lovely ladies who, either went to the beauty parlor or did their hair at home, when it rained, they didn't want to get their hair wet because the curls would fall out, right? Even with hairspray and stuff, make them all nasty. So they had these little scarves like this that would roll up, and Mom would always carry one with her so that if it rained, that she could put it over her hair and keep her hair from losing its curl. Now that was back when I was little. As I got older and time passed on, Kristen was talking when I was explaining it to her. She said, no, she didn't. She used a Kroger bag, which she did.
She would.
As time got older, she would just grab whatever bag was around and stick it over her head if she got caught out, so that her hair didn't get wet from the rain. And so thank you, Susan. I appreciate it so much. This is so cute. And now that I have shown it, I'll be able to put it to good use. I was waiting to be able to do that. And then she sent me this. And if you know, you know. That's just so cute. That's just me. It says, may your birthday be a classic mix of old favorites with a dash of exciting and new. And so, thank you, Susan. She's on it. She is early. My birthday is near the end of the month, so I appreciate that. I get to enjoy that ahead of time, and I appreciate it so very much. And thank you. Never expected, but always appreciated, right? So here's the blanket that I've been working on, and this is an 8-star blanket. And if it looks like it's all wonky, that's because when I get done with it, I wad it up like this and throw it in my project bag, right? And so that will straighten out as I finish with it, and then I pin it out. I'll wash it and pin it out to make sure all the points stay straight. And so that's Lion Brand Pistachio. I love Lion Brand and this particular type of pattern. I won't even say this pattern because there are tons of these patterns, and every time I go to do it, I just pick a new one and find, I just search crochet star blanket, and this happens to be an 8-point. And everybody said, oh, the other day when we did the live, they were talking about how difficult it looked. It's not difficult. It's intimidating to look at, and when I first saw it, I was intimidated too. But it's very simple. I think that they started with half double crochet, but I did double, and by the time I realized I was doing that, I was like, well, I didn't really want to do half double anyway. And then there's another row of that, and then some chain work, and then you're working into the chains. So this working into the chains then becomes the pattern, right? So there are like 5 rows, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this 5th row probably becomes, yeah, the 5th row becomes, I think, your repeat pattern. So once you get to that, and this is not hard. This is very simple. Double crochets, then chains and slip stitches or single crochets. Single crochets, and then working the certain amount of chains or double crochets into there. It's not hard at all. And so then once you get to the repeat rows, what you're going to do is you'll slip stitch, like let's say if it was right here, it's not, but you would slip stitch into the first stitch, slip stitch into the second stitch. So you're always starting on the second stitch. Then you're chaining up 3 and working double crochets all the way up till you get to the point, and then you're doing 2 double crochets in the point, a chain 2, pretty sure this is it, and then 2 double crochets into the point again. Then you're working down the side again, and you're skipping over this last stitch in this side and the first stitch in this side, and crocheting, picking up into this next stitch. So you're essentially skipping 2 in the middle and just going across and double crocheting in the last one here and the first one, or next to the last one here, and the second one here, and that makes your V. So that's all you do all the way around, and it's just a repeat. So every row you're adding, you know, in each repeat here, every time you go around, you're adding an extra double crochet up one side and, you know, down the other. So that's all that is. You're just adding that extra stitch every time you go through there, an extra double crochet in the repeat. Words. You're supposed to say words.
Words.
So that's all you're doing every time you go around. You're just adding that extra one there, and it just naturally flows that that's what you're doing. So it just makes it grow and grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And so it turns out really pretty, I think. And I love this Line Brand yarn. And I absolutely love it with this pattern. But the only thing I don't like about this is that I had to, well, if you saw on our Facebook group, I think it was, I had a huge mess with this, and it wasn't that I rolled up the yarn and did anything with it. If you've worked with Line Brand ice cream yarn, you know that it literally falls, like it's like ice cream. It literally melts off the skein, and so it becomes a big huge mess. So that's what happened with this. I had yarn barf that I had to, it took me hours to unwind. This is one skein, and I have two more, so obviously it won't be, you know, because you're increasing and you're using more yarn, it won't grow as big with the next two, but it's still going to be a pretty substantial size, I think. And this is going to be a blanket that goes in a hope chest for future grandbabies. Kristen's already claimed it because it has her mint green colors on it, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's still going to be a pretty substantial size, but just the whole thing with having to work around it literally melting off the skein is a huge mess. I mean, ice cream yarn is a good name for it because it just sloughs off and it tangles in itself and becomes a huge mess. And so I like how these fold up too. I fold them up into the little triangles. But it's worth it. It's much softer. It's so squishy and perfect for babies. And I definitely recommend this yarn if that's something you want to make. So that's the progress on that. I did get a square. I know, just one. I was working on these today. I was trying to get stuff done for videos and stuff and work on some projects because I told you before, I don't want to come up with things just to come up with things. I want them to have a purpose. So I was trying to work on actual projects. So this is one square that I need to work on a little bit and weave in the ends. But this is one square for Boggy Creek. And this is Red Heart Retro Stripes. So I'm looking forward to seeing how those work up. There's that one. I've got to weave in the ends and get a couple more of those done so I can send those out. What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah? No finished objects?
No.
Nothing you want to share about work, or not work, school? What are you doing next weekend?
Railroad Days.
No.
That's this weekend.
This weekend.
My pictures.
Senior pics this weekend, so we're looking forward to those. And, yeah, that's it. That's it. So we hope to see you back soon. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And come back and see us again. And we'll give an update on some other things and some other videos this week. And we hope that you're having a great week. Let us know what you're working on in the description down below. Let us know if you've worked with Line Brand ice cream before, what your favorite colorway is, and what you made with it. Have you worked with it before? What'd you make?
Several things.
Like what?
I've made a scarf. I made a cow. I made a cow, not a cow. Hats.
Did you make a blanket?
No, that was with Mandala. I made lots. My favorite is the mint green and white one.
Mint green and white scarf?
Just the yarn.
Oh. This one?
No.
Pistachio?
No, they're just the mint green and the white.
Oh, yes, there is one that's mint green and white. There's a pink and white. There's a
Blue
blue and white.
Purple, yellow.
Yep, all with white. And then there's one that's like, I think it's pink, blue, and white together.
And yellow, because that's the one I made the cowl with.
Yeah, there's one that I made a blanket like that that's like neon yellow and all kinds of neon colors. It's very, very pretty because I put a duck head on it. Yep. So, anyway, we hope to see you again soon. And don't forget to be kind because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
And if I can think about it, maybe I'll put some pictures in the end of other things that we made with Line Brand, or maybe I will do a short. I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.